Today I'm going to go over HTML number 4, and our lesson in number 4 is all about images and numbered list or bulleted lists. So I'm going to talk about images first. Images are just pictures. So if you want to add pictures into your HTML, you have to do it a certain way. You have to put the name of the picture, because you can't just add a picture in a notepad. Like, you have to tell it this is the name of the picture and where that picture's at. So you have to have it in your HTML folder. You have to have the name of the picture with the picture in there and the HTML file all in the same folder. Okay, and here are these are all in the directions, different ways you can put a picture. You can center it, you can align it, you can make it a link, all of that stuff on there. Then we're also going to talk about lists. There's a numbered list, and then there's a bulleted list. We're going to do a bulleted list, but these are all on the directions of your paper. So if you look at your paper, we're going to make sure you're writing the HTML lesson 4, the one with the directions, okay? And it's going to start out exactly like everything else, but you have to go read down here to make sure that you do all this extra stuff, because all this extra stuff in here is not up here in the code. Remember, every time I add a new one, I leave stuff off so that you can learn how to do it. So you can look at your Cornell notes, or you can go online and look how to do this stuff. You should know how to do it now. So I'm going to open my HTML number 4, and I'm going to just show it to you what it looks like so far. So this is what it's going to look like. It's all about your favorite animals. The first part is a sentence about why you picked your favorite dog, and then you're going to put 5 bulleted facts about that dog. And you can go to dog breed websites or whatever and figure out and just copy and paste the facts on there, put them in your own words, but most of that is just copying and pasting, because you're getting facts about the dog, 5 facts. Then you're going to put a centered picture. My pictures don't show up. I'm going to show you that in a minute, how to make the pictures show up. Then you're going to pick your favorite breed of cat, 5 facts about it with a bulleted list. That you can get off the internet too. That should be blue. This should be dark red. The last one should be dark green. And it's about your favorite wild animal, 5 facts and a centered picture. Your last modified should be over here, and it should be black. All of this is bold. Okay, so keep that in mind. Green background, dark red, dark blue, dark green, black. All of this is to the left. All the pictures are centered. Okay, so if I go to my picture folder, I'm going to just show you what pictures look like. So here's a picture folder with a bunch of different pictures in here. I have bitmaps, I have GIFs, I have JPEGs, and I have PNGs in this folder. Okay, those are the main ones. There's also TIFFs and different things, but mostly you're going to see GIFs, JPEGs, and PNGs. And mostly you're going to see just JPEGs and PNGs. So you need to know the name of your file when you're doing HTML. So the name of this file right here is aperture.png. Okay, composition.png. This one, code-org-example.png. It has to have everything on there. So this one is called photoshop.jpg. You can put JPG or JPEG. Okay, if it has a bunch of dashes or underscores, you have to do that. If it has capitals, you have to do that. So this one's called marching_for_her_by blah 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 .jpeg. Okay, let's do a GIF one real quick. Kung space foo space panda .gif, and it has to have the capitals. So that's how the pictures work. And if you go back to my HTML folder for this class, do I have any pictures in here? I don't. I only have HTML documents. So what I need is to add the pictures. And I'm going to go open up this one, and I'm going to show you the code real quick. Open Notepad. Okay, this is what my code looks like. So I have a body color. I make the whole thing bold. I have font colors. This is my bulleted list. I turn it on. I have each of these to make the bullets. I turn them off, turn it on, off, on, off, and then I turn off the bulleted list. This right here, though, is how I do an image. Image, img space src, stands for source, equals, and then the whole name of the image. So image source equals in the name, but I have to have that picture in here or it doesn't work. So if I go look at this, I don't have my pictures. But if I do this, because this folder has my pictures, that one was called French Bulldog.jpg. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to go back and I'm going to put it in my correct folder. And then I'm going to come back here and I'm going to refresh it. And then my picture shows up because it's in the right folder. It knows the right name. That's the picture. Let's do the cat one. So the cat one is called image src equals kitten.jpg. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to go back. I know the files are in here. I'm going to copy it. It's named kitten. I'm going to go back up here. And I'm going to paste it in kitten.jpg. And now I'm going to refresh that and it should work. Yep, now the kitten one's up there. Now all I need is that leopard one. So I'm going to do the exact same thing over here. Leopards. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to paste it. So I have my 3 pictures in there now. Refresh it. There we go. So I have my 3 pictures. They're centered. Everything else isn't centered. To center my picture, I use that one. P align center. Okay. So the hardest thing about this one is aligning the pictures and putting them in there right with the exactly right name, and then the bulleted list. So UL is for a bulleted list, LI is to start the bullet, turn off the bullet with the LI and the backslash. Start a bullet, turn it off. Start a bullet, turn it off. Start a bullet, turn it off. And turn off your whole entire bulleted list. And then make sure you have a sentence about what's your favorite dog, what's your favorite cat, what's your favorite animal before you do the bulleted list. So it should look like this and then have 5 bullets. Okay, and then the last modified should be back at black. Okay, hope that makes sense.